but you're kind of breaking.
So
Yeah, it's kind of hard to navigate. So can you just start all over?
I've said that our week was fine. The and we also worked on code trying to prepare the.
Okay, that's great. I love the fact that you guys worked on your code quality, because again, that's one of the things that will be reviewed for the technical grading section at least, because we want you guys to write up, and we want some other software developers to read it, understand it, and work from it as a base as well. So glad to hear that you guys work on your code qualities and they are also completing your features. So last update, I think Frank Orji. I'm not sure if I pronounced your name correctly again. Sorry if I mispronounced it. Can you give us an update on how your week went, what your team achieved, and what you guys faced as a challenge? Hello, Frank. Are you with us? Okay. Let's try Petrus Katambo. Petrus, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can
yes,
see
I
me?
can. Yeah, I can hear you both now. Okay, so let's start from Petrus and Frank. You'll give us the last weekly feedback.
Okay, like I'm from Timokaluli. Like for this this week we had the chance to pitch at the ICT summit here like in Namibia, and we managed to like be the top position because there were actually 10 teams of the innovators that they were pitching, and we weren't that like prepared, but well, what else? We don't have much to say.
Okay, thank you, Petrus. Frank, let's hear your updates and then let's conclude our weekly feedback.
Okay. I'm Frank Onyemaoje. I'm from the team of Neutral Ninjas. Basically, this week we spent a whole lot of time refining our app and also getting user feedback. We did a lot of user feedback, having a lot of users test our app to see if the UI is good, if the functionalities are working as we expected. Then we also tried our best to write a lot of unit tests to getting user feedback. So we focused more on getting working on the user feedback, and so far we've at least gotten up to 70% on them done, and receiving feedback from the mentors on the work we've done so far.
Oh, yes, great. I'm glad that you got external user feedbacks from your own users. That's great to see. And I'm that you guys are find bugs. So great. Yeah. So from what I hear, you guys actually are progressing very well and you are like reaching to your projects. So that's nice to hear. Okay. Final week checkpoint and the final week the checkpoint deliverables what we expect as the video and prototypes. So this actually I actually want to elaborate more on this point because we are actually expecting the videos and the prototypes by September 18th. So let me just skip a few slides here and go to the technical grading section. So one of the things technical grading. So basically what we are expecting is you guys will be sent prototype and cleanly and well-written GitHub repo, and you guys will be those two things: your GitHub repo, your complete GitHub repo, and then in your fully functional prototypes by deadline of September 18th. This will be on Wednesday, and then on Thursday and Friday, which will be September 19th and 20th, Our technical team, which is the core development team here at A2SV, will be reviewing your codes, checking your code qualities, and then also testing your prototypes to see if like they are working properly and the functionalities that you have stated in your like project idea and application idea are actually met. So the technical grading will be done on September 19 and September 20. So yeah, I actually fast forwarded to somewhere around the last slide. So I will get back to the previous slides. So this is actually the first point that I'm talking about. So like as I have told you earlier, the deadline for submitting like the final version of your GitHub and the final version of your prototype is going to be September 18. We will be sharing the files, will be submitting your GitHub link and your prototype link there. So if you have like a mobile application, as usual, you will be expected to upload your, I don't know, your APK file, or maybe if it's an iPhone, your .tar or .gz file on Drive, and then sharing the Drive link in the space of the form. So you'll be sharing the form as soon as possible. Hopefully, by will be submitting those the deliverables by September 18, so that they can be reviewed on September 19 and September 20. So this is one of like the most important announcements we wanted to make for today, since the technical grading is the thing that we will be doing first. So next week, basically, like as you know, it's a final week, so we are planning to finalize everything. So, and the first thing that we are hoping that you guys have finalized will be the GitHub and the prototype, because you guys have been working on them, on these two things for the longest of time. So please make sure that you guys submit, post the final version of your prototype and the final version of your GitHub repo by September 18. This is the first announcement. Okay. Another thing, so now let's get back to the checkpoints. So the reason why I jumped to the last slide is because, again, here in the checkpoints we are expecting the links as well. So the prototype, the final project prototype on Sunday, right? On so no, I'm sorry, on Friday, September 20. That's my bad. So this the checkpoint submission deadline is going to be on Friday, September 20. But like first, we want you guys to submit your final prototypes, the prototype in the GitHub repo through the form that we will be sharing either today or Monday. I want you to attach the link for the prototypes on your checkpoint, since there is a space provided on the checkpoint as well. So this is one of the things we want you to attach on the checkpoint. The other thing we want you to attach on the checkpoint. Sorry for the English. The other thing we want you to attach on the checkpoint is the pitch and demo video. So the final version of the pitch and demo video should be attached there as well. So if you guys feel like the initial pitch video, the pitch deck, and the demo video, I mean the initial pitch and demo video is fit enough for the finals, you guys can go ahead and attach that. But if you feel like you can improve it, so go ahead and record new pitch and demo videos and make sure that you attach those files on the checkpoint. And then completed features and integrations, as I have told you earlier, is what we'll be expecting by the end of this checkpoint delivery. Great. So as usual, this actually I will be walking through very quickly because I have talked about this, I don't know, for the past few weeks. Like as usual, we will be expecting a list of challenges and risks that you faced during the week, and what will be your mitigation plan should also be stated there. Okay, other things. Yeah, so for the checkpoint deliverables, so for the checkpoints, as I've told you earlier, what we'll be expecting is the link to your prototype, the final version, and a completed feature will be expected to be completed by the end of the checkpoint, which will be on September 20. And also, I think I forgot one, right? Yeah, the challenge indication should also be included. So this is all we will be expecting on the checkpoints. As for the index file, you know you have already attached all of this deliverables, right? All 8 of this deliverables. So what here So you have already started on them, and so most of you have already shared, I think, either Canva or Figma Next, right? So please make sure that you complete all these designs, and you deliver, like, make sure that the links are updated and you have attached the latest version of all of these deliverables by September 20 again. Let's continue to the next agenda. Point deadline, as I have to, and we have a result that, and I guess I will be announcing this on the next slides. So before we go to why the deadline is on September 20 and not on 22, let's talk about the user experience feedback. So the second round of the user feedback has been conducted. We have gathered their comments, and we have, like, prepared the sheet for that, and we'll be on them. So hopefully this will also be done today. If not, we will make sure that you guys will be receiving, like, the whole user feedbacks by Monday, and then you will be working on them during the final week. Okay, so you guys are expected to I'm sorry about that. Okay, sorry guys. I had a few meetings that I was supposed to attend today. That's why. For the technical grading, as the deadline is going to be on September 18, we will be sharing a form. We will be submitting your final version of your GitHub and the final prototypes. So make sure to finish on them first before continuing to your so make sure to focus on finishing up your GitHub and your prototype. Okay. So for the technical grading, the metrics that will be used are the following. We'll be using are the following: the user interface and the user experience, how interactive it is. Is it how easy it is working on this by now, and you should continue. The AI model also be we will be seeing the accuracy of the models and, I guess, the relevance of the outputs. The final presentation. So yeah, here is the big reveal. So the reason that we made the deadline for the checkpoint September 20 is because we are planning to use the next September 21, like your journey on the semifinals. So we will be using these 2 days for you guys to present, like, to A2SV. I'm sure our founder and CEO Emre Varol will be joining us for this event, and also we have contacted some external experts specifically for each of the categories. So as you guys know, so experts from each category, experts will be evaluating your projects so that to get the final grade for finale. The specific date and time for each team, there will be category-based presentations. Attention metrics we are focused on for the final presentation. So our judges will be seeing the innovation and creativity of your projects, the presentation clarity, the AI utilization, user experience, and the impact of the project on Africa. Yeah, so these are the announcements, and I hope this journey was good because this is the last weekly recap session. Yeah, I will actually love if you guys have questions and ask me, because yeah, any questions? Ask. For the coming week, that actually should be submitted on Friday, unlike the other weeks on September 20, because Saturday and Sunday we will be using for the final presentations. Does that make sense?
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem. Keegan, you can continue.
Yeah, so my name is Keegan from Kilimogad. I wanted to ask, is the user feedback currently ongoing? And when are you guys going to stop giving us user feedback before the final presentation?
Oh, so the user feedback, actually, we have completed gathering the user feedback. The second round was completed this week. We have like gathered up the notes that they have given to each team, and we'll be sharing that like hopefully by Monday.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
No problem. I see that there are some questions on the chat box. Is it 8 or 6 teams in the finals? It's 8 teams, so the top 8 teams from the semifinals will be progressing to the grand finale. Will there be a team for each category or category? That actually, yeah, I think probably we'll be having another session describing how the grading will go. But I think like it will mainly depend on the project's performance instead of like which category you are on. Because for instance, if you see the agriculture category has like I think 8 teams, and communication category I'm not sure. Education category only has 3 teams. So if we try to make it like one team from each category, it will not be like fair. For instance, for agriculture, right? Because some projects that have like worked extremely hard and like have built good features will not be able to participate in the finals because like their category was too big. And I don't think that will be fair, and we are not planning to do that. But we'll be like releasing a detailed plan on how we are planning to grade the projects on a later time. Is that clear, Anna? So I hope it's clear. Let's continue to Joshua.
So I didn't get the part. You said the top 2 teams from semifinals has advanced to the finals. Was that what you said?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat what you just said?
You said the top 2 teams from the semifinals will advance to the final. That means the team that took first and second before we enter the semifinals will advance to the finals.
No, I said the top 8 teams from the semifinals will pass to the grand finale. The top 8 teams from the semifinals will pass to the grand finale. The top 8 so far. Yeah, so yeah, we are not planning to share like the current rankings that you have so far. So we are planning to save that for the like after the final presentation and after like we have aggregated all the results and calculated the final grades. So you'll not be sharing how we're doing now. Talent, you can continue.
Okay, so you said that the teams will be graded on the technical aspect side. You talked about the code quality. So I wanted to ask you, how is that going to be done? Like the code quality, are you going to look on, is the code readable? Or if you give it to someone, can he, if it's a React repo, can he be able to diagnose the React repo and see how the code was structured up to the end so that you can run the code? Is that what they're gonna do? And if it's a model, are they gonna do the same to see if the code can be readable to everyone? That's how they will do it, or how
Yeah,
is it
so
gonna be done?
technically speaking, I mean the two are related, right? If the code is readable, it means like another developer can read the code, understand the structure, and work on that base, right? So quality meaning understandable by another programmer, and we want it to also be like quote unquote workable. Uh, another programmer might continue from your work
Thank you.
okay, thank you. And then Isaac, what have we been graded on so far, apart from what we'll be graded on in the future? So probably like every value at the expectations that will have some value. The mid semifinals technical grading will have some value. The workshops, if you have participated or not, will have some value. And even like this weekly recaps, like the fact that you're participating in this will have some value. So we'll try to consider everything that we have like held during the semifinals, and we will try to consider like your contributions during those events, if that makes sense. Any other questions? Okay, I don't see any raised hands. So in that case, I guess we can conclude the final checkpoint weekly recap and weekly briefing session. I wish you the best of luck in the last week. I hope you guys will be like ending up with like a product that you truly are proud of and you truly have understood and grown to love. I wish you the best of luck. Goodbye.
Thank you.